But it's gonna be worth it. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi everybody, welcome back. Good morning. Lovely to see you all today. Come on in. It's a gorgeous day. Let's see who's here this morning. Good morning everybody. Hi. Candace, bright and early. Lefty, good morning. Nice to see you, Hannah. And did I miss? No, that's everybody so far in the chat. Where is everyone this morning? Come on in. The water is fine. By the way, if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button on the video, please go ahead and do that. It helps the channel grow. And you're already here hanging out, so you might as well click the thumbs up button as I just set up here. Okay, I think I've got everything how I like it. I think I would like to see this. What can I do here? Hold on one sec. Pop out chat, where are you? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, where are you? There we go. All right, so it's Friday. It is March 6th. Do you know what that means? Officially 2 months until my birthday. I don't know why I said it like it was an important birthday. It's not. It's literally I think 34, right? Yep. But even so, it is coming. 2 more months away. That's for me and Candace, because we are birthday twins. Sorry, by the way, if you're finding any glitching going on in the stream. I'm doing my best. We've got as much stuff diverted as possible. We can only do so much. So if you are noticing any issues, sorry about it. If you're not, then ignore me. Don't worry about it. Everything's going great. It's always meant to be this way. Okay, let's see. I've been so mad at customer support today, Hannah says. The bitter taste of ordering online. Yeah. Customer service people just don't really care sometimes. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes you get a gem, though. But I think they'll sort it out so I get refunded on paying double tax. Anyway, I have 3 packages of yarn to open now. Oh, I love that. You know the Spider-Man meme where they just point the finger at each other? Totally. Ugh, it looks like the stream on Twitch is buffering pretty bad. I think the YouTube one is doing okay, and I think the Facebook one is doing okay. I'm streaming on 3 different platforms right now, like a real live professional live streamer, so if you're just stopping in for the first time, look how many subscribers the channel has. Look how many places I'm streaming. It's like a real live channel here. All right, I have some stuff to show you before we jump into crochet this morning. I have dyed yarn last night. I was making, 2 nights ago, I made a very onion heavy dish. Hi Eli, good morning. Good morning Twitch, nice to see you guys, come on in. So the other day I was making an onion heavy dish. We have a huge, like 10-pound bag of onions, and it's a lot of onions. It's got to be more than 50 onions. So I have to work through onions at a little bit of a higher rate than I would normally. And so I decided I was going to thinly slice 6 onions and stir fry them down until they were like the most soft caramelized jam. So I did that. When you do that, you end up with 6 onions worth of onion skins. So I put those aside. And then yesterday I did another onion heavy dish, put those aside. And then I thought, I'm just going to empty the whole onion bag onto the floor, which I did. Pick through it to get all of the dry yellow onion skins. And then I put them, everything back an additional day. 2 days ago, I did all of that, put it into a jar, poured an entire kettle worth of boiling water over the onion skins in this very large wide mouth jar, and let it sit for a day. Then, yesterday, I put it on the stove in a copper pot, which is interesting. I've never used a copper pot for this before. If the copper gives any of its metallic properties to the dye bath, it can change the color of the onion skin from a more like orange to a more warm brown, and then iron makes it more of like an olive green. Anyway, so I was hoping we would get some kind of interesting color thing happening there, and we did. I got a really, really nice skein of cotton yarn. I just left it, I didn't even sift the dye bath out. I just left it on low heat for like 8 hours with the yarn in it. Then I turned the heat off, left it for another 4 or 5 hours, and then pulled the yarn out, squeezed it, and then rinsed it with water until the water ran clear. And now I've let it dry overnight. So that's the color that you're going to be seeing. I did not pre-soak it. It was pre-mordanted a long time ago, but I didn't soak it. I put it right into the dye bath dry. So that's all the information about it. But here is what that color actually came out like. Isn't this so pretty? It's like the most lovely sort of warm golden, look at that. Whoa, calm down, camera. It looks way prettier than that. Let's try a little farther back. That's a little more color accurate. Isn't that so pretty? And I just did a mini skein because that's all I had in like white. Right now I don't have any white yarn because I have not been dyeing yarn in a little while. But the onion skins did what onion skins do. They performed beautifully like they always do. Onion skins are the way to go. If you're interested in starting natural dye, 100% of the time I recommend onion skins. I'll show you another thing onion skins did because I have another skein for some reason right next to me. Why are you here? Was I planning on using you or something? Are you damaged? No damage. Oh, there's soil you got spilled on. Okay. So this is also onion skins. This one is a more damaged skein of yarn. It has been through many traumas, obviously, if you can see all of the different ties on it. But it's still pretty. The color's still really pretty. Hold on, let me get it skeined up for you. Okay, see? These are both from onion skins. This one was pre-mordanted with alum, aluminum sulfate, and then dyed with onion skins. And then after it was dyed, I added some iron water solution, which is like a rusty items plus water plus vinegar plus thyme. I have that in jars in places in my home, and I scooped up some, put it into the dye bath, and it shifted from an orange to a green. Isn't that so cool? Natural dye chemistry is so interesting, and they'll both stay these colors. What? How cool is that? And they can't change back. This can't change back to yellow. It's green now. Forever. I love that about natural dye. Natural dye is the way we should all be going. Also, I was looking back at my last year's bullet journal, and I'm so pumped that we have last year's calendar still out. I'm going to keep 2 years out at a time. It's the smartest thing ever. When you're doing garden stuff, I've just been going back through last year's journal, seeing what I was writing on each day, and turns out during planting season, you know what I'm writing about? Garden stuff. So there's a few things that I want to have for next year's information that would have been helpful this year that I didn't have this year because I didn't think about looking at it next year. But now that I'm looking at last year's, it'll be helpful for next year. I also went ahead and made a garden list of all of the things we've planted. This is what that looks like. I did a watercolor spread and then filled it in with all the different flowers we're growing. So as you can see, our list is quite substantial. Currently we are at 78 varieties of flowers, which is a lot of flowers. 78 varieties is going to be a lot. I'm not sad about it. I am definitely willing to put in so much work to grow all of these, but at the same time, I am not really sure that mathematically I have room for anywhere near the amount of flowers I've planted. But you know what? That's not a today problem. That's like an April problem. It's March. I don't even have to think about that yet. That's future Laura is going to be really mad at me, but current Laura, I'm having a great time. So we're not the same person. Okay, so something I wanted to do was I wanted to mention in my journal that I had thrips because I wrote in last year's journal when I treated for thrips, and I want to make notes of that. I want to have that written down. So I'm going to take a second here and I'm going to kind of think back and see what I was writing. Like I was supposed to film the Monstera outro last week and I didn't. And the reason I didn't was because I wanted to give the Monstera a bath for thrips before I filmed, which means that's in here somewhere. So treat Monstera and other sick house plants with soapy water bath and neem oil spray, and deep water. Cool. Now I'll remember. See, it's going to make it so much easier for me. So that's helpful. Plant seeds week 1. If we were planting seeds, I had already done a thrips treatment, and I'm going to look if I wrote it down. Check geraniums at Julia's. Did that already. Wake up pets, plants, good. Coffee plans, seed mixes, envelopes, list of people. Oh, speaking of which, list of people, this package here full of seeds that I'm sending out to all of my patrons, YouTube membership holders, and I guess those are the only 2 real ways right now. People who are supporting me financially, thank you so much for doing so. I really do appreciate you. Your seeds are going to be shipped out today. I think I'll just bring them when I go out with Julia today. Actually, I'm going to do that, so don't let me forget. I'm going to just write it on my hand because I will forget. Oh, you know what, though? I'm probably going to wash my hands during this live stream. So if I forget, don't let me forget, okay? All right. Finish filming outro of sweater mending. I had already done a treatment then. In February. It was the beginning of February. So I'm just going to put it in this area. Treat house plants for thrips. Dang thrips. Ruining my day, getting in all my stuff. You know what I mean? So, good. That makes me feel awesome. Okay, so next, what we're going to be looking at is a fruit hammock. We're going to be crocheting a fruit hammock today. I don't exactly know what that means. I feel like I would want it to hang off of one nail, but when I just Googled crochet fruit hammock to see what they look like, they're all hanging from 2 points, but I'm like, I'm not going to hang up, and they're hanging from the bottom of a cabinet, and I'm like, is this AI? I don't even understand if it's real because it doesn't feel like how I would want to hang up a fruit hammock. I would want it to hang up on one nail. But like, where are people hanging these things? So that's the thing I need to figure out. The next thing I need to figure out is if I actually want to make knitted baby bloomers. It's on my list of things for this year. And Elizabeth is a toddler now. She's just about out of like crawling. She's almost like walking consistently. And I'm like, how long do babies wear bloomers? I feel like that's a crawling baby clothes. So we'll see. The next thing I have, garden stuff bag. I think that would be a good cotton project. That or a garden apron. So, or like a garden belt apron, not an apron for cleaning your hands, an apron for like holding some stuff in the garden. I feel like that could be a really cool way to do it too. The next video that I'm working on right now is mending a wool sweater. I actually did it already. I mended Alex's sweater, filmed the whole thing. It looks great. So the 2 videos next are going to be the Monstera leaf video, which, here's that. Here's the Monstera leaf. She's beautiful. Oh, what a monster she is. So the Monstera leaf is going to be next week's video, and the week after that will be how to mend holes in a crocheted wool sweater, which I think is going to be very useful for, basically it's just for me. It's a video for me because who else is going to need to do that? Somebody who has moths in their house, you know? I've got these freaking moths. I don't know if you've heard about these things before. Cloth moths, they're the devil. So that's just the way it is. Sorry, I'm checking where my sister is to see if she's literally at my house or if she's just out in the world or if she's just at home. Because it changes my plans depending on where she is. I have to keep an eye on her so that I can let her into my home when she gets here. Also, I have more good news, and the good news is I am now a girly who is obsessed with waxing. I think armpit waxing should be something we teach everybody how to do. Oh my god, it is so much better than shaving. Yes, it hurts. But, like, I have ADHD, and I'm probably on some spectrum, so pain doesn't feel the same. It hurts, but it's not like, I don't know, I feel like the fear of the pain was so much bigger, and then when I got it done when I was young, it hurt a lot more, and now that I'm older, I can do it myself, and it's like, it's, I wouldn't say it's pleasant, but like for me it's just a sensation. It's not like it won't deter me from doing it again, you know what I mean? So loving that, loving having just these free and beautiful and clear and hairless arms. It's making me feel wonderful. So highly recommend learning to do that, unless you're, you know, averse to pain, and then don't. But I'm not, so not a problem. All right, so now let's talk about the hammock, the fruit hammock. This is how far I've gotten so far. I have a rectangle that is a net, and the plan for this rectangle is that we're going to kind of gather it on one side, gather it on the other side, so that there's some type of hammock shape going on. Hey, by the way, click the thumbs up button. What are you doing? Hello? You're here. Click the thumbs up button. So I don't know if that's the right route, or if I should like decrease to a V first, but I don't think that'll hang well. Like I feel like it has to hold fruit, so I don't know exactly what we want to do to the shape to make it do that. So I think I'm going to open up a window here and let you come along with me while I try to figure out how we're going to go about making a fruit hammock. I'm just going to go onto Pinterest, which is honestly mostly the devil now. When I refer to the devil, I mean the AI. It is the AI. Which is a bit of a huge bummer because you can't trust anything. Okay, now I'm looking for fruit hammock. Fruit hammock. And we're going to use that. Yeah, they show, 99% of these are AI, and I hate that so much. Nobody has that much fruit. That's how you know it's AI. Nobody's holding 3 containers worth of fruit. Okay. Chill, Laura. Relax. It's not that serious. Okay, are you ready? It is that serious. I hate when generative AI makes things look like they're cool and they're actually not cool. I find it disrespectful. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. We've got, like this. This is generative AI. First of all, why is there broccoli in the fruit bowl? Second of all, why is there a living room lamp over top of your oven in the kitchen? That doesn't make any sense. Also, where is it connected to? Where is this hammock connected to? To nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's AI. The whole thing is AI. And I really don't love that. Okay, now this one, another. Okay, that's an Etsy pattern. It's just the picture's AI. That's fine. Okay, another fruit hammock. Here's another one where I'm like, okay, so, but like who's putting up two nails to hang up a fruit hammock? I'm not. You know? What do you feel like? Do you guys disagree? Am I wild? I don't understand. I don't know. Like when I'm thinking what I would make would be more like this type of a bag if it was for my fruit, because I only want to hang one thing. So it's like, that makes more sense to me having it in like a bag as opposed to like an actual like human shape hammock. I'm not hanging up 2 nails. Like this is another AI. Look, the string's just going through wood. Wow. There's no hole in the wood. It's just going through wood. I hate the internet. Why is it like this? Pinterest used to be such a nice place to go. And now, a scam. A sham. Like, these are not... who's really doing that? Whose fruit is staying in place in the fruit hammocks? I don't feel like it's realistic. I've talked myself out of the hammock I've already made. I don't know, man. like, I don't even want to hang it up in my house to test it. I don't love it. I'll just tell you that. I don't love it. And I don't love that I don't know how to figure it out. So let's think for a second. I don't like the way that they have it done. I don't feel like that is going to serve us. So what am I going to do? I am going to crochet around 3 sides to make a box. That's what I'm going to do. Not around a 4th side, so that we're only building up on 3 sides. Right? Yes. And then, okay, hold on. If this is where the fruit is sitting, let's think. Just think, everybody. And we have everybody like this, then we need to do this way, that way. Okay, so now we have a long straight line going one way and a short line here. If we do that in single crochet, then the lid will be in single crochet, which we don't really want. So now, what are we gonna do? Okay, I figured it out. I think I figured it out. So I just needed to like visualize. So do you wanna see what I'm thinking? I'll try and draw out what I'm thinking. If I can find my little, there you are, little notebook. My beautiful notebook. I also painted, so I'll show you my paintings. But first, let me take a selfie. Okay, resume, beauty. Toblerone, you really gotta learn what your body can and cannot do, because clearly you cannot drink water and think at the same time. You need to like concentrate all your brain on the drinking water. He chokes every single time. Does anybody else have a dog like that? Literally every time he drinks water, chokes. All right, so here's the earth. Okay, let me get you into my brain. I'll let you in for a minute. It's private, so you have to be gentle when I let you into my brain, all right? Promise? Good. Okay, so here's my big, beautiful plan. I've got my square, or my rectangle rather. I feel like I need to have it be a little bit on an angle just for the 3D of it all. So you will have you go right to there. Okay, so we have our little rectangle, sure. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crochet around 3 sides. Like, oh, cool. So I'm gonna crochet around the side, the back, and the other side of my rectangle. And then I'm gonna do that for a little while to create like a box, to make it turn into a box that has 3 sides like this. And then once we get to that point, what will we do? Okay, let's start with that. Let's get there first. So first we're going to crochet around until we have like this. Does that make sense? This is supposed to be like the back. Okay, so let me see if I can make it look more making sense. Okay. Does that make more sense? 3D wise? You're so good. Okay, hopefully that makes more sense. So I think this is what we're gonna do shape-wise. I'm just thinking in my brain about what it would look like, how I need to make it work. Because like after it gets to that point, we could have our strings like that. And then this would actually be kind of the back. Here's what I'm talking about. So it'll be like all the strings will be holding on to these four corners. This one, this one. No, wait, this one. Yeah, this one, this one, this one, and this one. They can be holding on to a peg. And then this will all just be kind of like pulled up by not gravity, by tension. I don't know. I that's my hope. That's my guess. I feel like it could work. I feel like we at least have a reasonable chance it'll work. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? What's the vibe? What's the sitch? Anything exciting going on with you guys? Okay, I'm gonna start at this corner because this is where my yarn ends. I think I will just start a whole thing here. Cool beans. Do you hear my computer? I don't know if you can hear it. It's struggling. It's overheating. Just too much going on. All right, so I'm gonna start. Good angles, Laura. Great job with that. I'm gonna start with my. I have a new yarn color because the old one I ran out of it. And I'm gonna start with. I think I'm gonna do a round of single crochets first. Why not? You know. So I'll put 2 single crochets in each one. Do you see how sure I am of myself here? Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 single crochets in each space. And that should give us a little bit of a draw in because a double crochet, the side of it is just slightly higher than 2 single crochets. So it should make it so that we are already kind of creating a little bit more of a tight row, hopefully. So, hold on. Don't make mistakes immediately. Okay, so this weekend I have big plans. Big plan number 1, figure out the seedlings, figure out where we're gonna put them, figure out my shelving situation. I do have a couple other grow lights, but they're like plug-in clip-on grow lights, like the ones that are behind me. But I don't know if they're strong enough for seedlings, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put a table with seedlings and then my regular grow lights, like my houseplant grow lights. I'm gonna put them on it and see how they do. And I mean, best case scenario, we are going to be laughing with tons of available light and lots of seedlings doing amazingly. That's what we're hoping for. I mean, we can't guarantee anything in life, but ideally that's what we would be getting, is a very useful grow light. I hope. That's the hope. Okay, so in the corner, I want to make the corners curve, but also shrink. So I'm only going to put 2 into the corner stitch, I think. Yeah, to make it shrink. And then I'm going to do 2 in every double crochet in every 2 chain space. In every chain 2 space. I know what I'm thinking. I just, sometimes getting it out in English is the hard part, you know? All right. Then, geez Louise. I actually do need my phone today, so I can't be filming overhead too long. I'm gonna turn this way also so that I can be like hanging out with you guys and reading the messages and stuff, instead of staring at my hands. I love a good coffee. So this weekend, what's the plan? I think it's going to be setting up more grow lights, and it's also going to be deep mopping the main floor. I'm gonna just take everything out of the rooms that I can, like off the floor. Any item that can be taken off the floor, I will take off the floor. Anything that can get moved away from a wall will get moved away from a wall. I just want to do like a, you know, soap and water on the floor, like scrubbing kind of mop. I've been doing mops with like my machine vacuum, and it does great, but I haven't done like a deep clean when, you know, with the mop that you get soaking wet and then like scrub the floor with. I want to do that this weekend. I also would like to check on my perennials this weekend. It's going up to 17 degrees Celsius tomorrow in my area, which is very warm for this time of year, but also just like, it's gonna feel so amazing. So I'm planning to be outside trying to sort of math out what needs to be done. Maybe I'll make a list of all the tasks. I really, really, really would like to dig all of the soil out of my garden bed and turn it over. But like, I also need to plant my poppies, and I think I need to plant the poppies before I will be able to turn over the soil. So that makes me a little bit anxious because I don't want to miss out on growing poppies. They're so beautiful. But I also don't want to miss out on tending to the garden. I want to give the garden a good start. And right now, all it has is last fall's finish. It doesn't have a spring start. It's only been given, leaf mulch. I was trying to say leaves and leaf mulch, and then I came out with leaves. Leaf mulch, it's had eggshells, coffee grounds, onion skins, just generic like food garbage that is vegetables or something like that. And what else have I done? I've poured my rock tumbler mix into it. I just feel like the soil needs to be turned over, and it's a big job because all of my soil is in raised garden beds. I need to empty raised garden beds and then mix the soil around on the ground and then scoop it all back into those garden beds. And I can do it. It's just a very messy job. Like, it makes the whole backyard area just get covered in dirt. I haven't found a way to do it neatly yet. I've done it on a tarp before. That didn't even really help. It just, okay, it helped a little bit. So maybe I'll do a bigger tarp. But it's a big job, and you have to wait until the soil is fully, like, softened, because if you start digging into the soil right now, even though the first couple of inches feel like they're soft, it's rock hard ice just a few inches underneath the top of the soil. Hi everybody, click the thumbs up button on your way in. Thank you. Anyway, the top of the soil is soft, and that's why the poppies can go in, but the underneath area is still rock hard, which is why I can't dig it out. But if I put the poppy seeds in, I'm not going to want to dig it out anymore because I want the poppies to survive. It's a bit of a predicament that I'm in. It's not a really big predicament, but you know what I might do to kind of help with it tomorrow? Tomorrow it's going to be 17 degrees Celsius here, which is, again, unseasonably warm. Maybe what I'll do is I'll like put a black tarp over top of my garden beds so they get like a push of heat. It's still going to freeze here. Winter's not over. It's still winter here. Like, I'm not deluding myself. My point is that if I can get the soil to warm up enough while we're in this warm stage, warm enough that I can scoop it out, mix it up, put it back in, then I could get my poppies started on time-ish I'm honestly a little bit late. I would have liked to put my poppies in like this past week, but still. I will still be able to get my poppies in on time, meaning I will be able to get the poppies to go through another snowfall. That's the big thing, is that poppies need to go through... Oh, I distracted myself. Do I want a single crochet round there? No, I don't think I do. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Okay, sorry. Let me think for a second. Good. Okay, brain functioning. Now that I've done my round of single crochets, I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, after that, I'm going to do skip those first 2 stitches, double crochet. I don't know if that'll work. I think it'll work. Skip the first 2, double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip the next 2, 1, 2, and double crochet. And it's going to be off if I do it that way. Is that going to make everybody crazy in the pattern? I feel like that might make me crazy if it was me. But I shrunk down the size, so I can't really continue it the same way. I think I have an idea. Okay, just bear with me for a second here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, if we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, or if we skip 1, 2, 3, put 1 there. 1, 2, 3, I would put 1 there. Okay, that looks okay there and there. And then 1, 2, 3, put 1 there. Okay, I can do this. Okay, so chain, hold on. So that means I need to do chain 5, because that's 1, 2, 3 for a double crochet, then a chain 2. But now we're going to do a chain 3 because reasons. 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Don't you love just making it up as you go? 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Where are you guys today? I see you guys are here, but my chat is just quiet. Hello, chat. Chat, where are you? Miss you guys. Talking to myself. Talking to myself. Sorry, I'm reloading the stream because I feel like there's no way that it's like fully not moving. I don't believe the chat is not moving that much. With peace and love, I understand I am not a real live YouTuber, but still, I feel like my chat moves at least a little bit more. Sorry if the video's choppy, if that's what's causing issues. I think my internet's fine. Okay, just waiting for it to reload. Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone. See, I knew I'm not crazy. I thought I was crazy, but nope, the chat just stopped updating. So that makes me feel a little better because I was like, am I just sitting here talking to a freaking wall? But now I've got it. Julia also just texted me, chat isn't working. Thank you. It's like you've not been responding to us. Maybe I'm ignoring you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm not. Let's see. Oh my god, I missed a lot. I've been literally talking to myself this long. I'm sorry, guys. Good morning. Oh no, Laura, you're a little choppy. It's fine now. The stream is fine now, I think. Thank you. I don't know how much glitching is you versus YouTube. I've been running into bugs all over my phone since they did those UI changes. Spam calls at 9 a.m. How lovely. Oh my god, I love that darker brown. Ha, good. Thank you. Good morning, you lovely people. Good morning. Did you check inspo for an idea on the hammock? Also, you can make bloomers and Lisbeth use them for her doll later. That's true. And the string doesn't look like string. Huh? Maybe a couple hooks under a cabinet, but not nails. Okay. I've seen them with dowels at each end hung up on cup hooks underneath a top cabinet macrame. Okay. Did you check inspo for an idea? Could alternatively add 2 metal rings at each end and use those to hang. You still have to hang a metal nail for that though. Are you seeing chat? Sorry, I'm just vibing. It's like you've not been responding. I'm back. Hi. I've been sitting here thinking, who am I talking to? Why am I alone in here? I see that there's people here, and yet I'm not talking to anyone. And I realized it is because my computer's from 1999. It's not literally. It's like not that old. It's not as old as it's behaving, you know? It's behaving much older than it is, which I think is disrespectful, personally. Okay, good. So now that I've done the first 3, I think that's gonna work how I want. It's basically shrinking the side a little bit. My partner wants me to make him an orange hammock. Orange like the color or orange like the fruit? I don't think I need a chain 6. I think it's just a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the 4th, 1, 2. Then chain 2, 1, 2, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the 4th. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, double crochet in the 4th. Oh, I'm glad to know you guys are here. I literally thought like, I'm talking to a wall. Where is everyone? Okay, 1 and 2, but you're here, so thank you. By the way, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the 4th. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Helps the channel grow, and you're already here hanging out with us, so you may as well. 1, 2, 3. You may as well. It's a good time here. We have a nice time. We get together Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. 1, 2, 3. I mean, unless I'm sick or if I'm on holiday or something. But we get together Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. 1, 2, 3. And we craft together. And we make stuff. And we chat. And we plant a literal metric ton of seeds in the spring. 1, 2, 3. And this week, I'm going to be sending out, today, I'm going to be sending out my seeds to all of my patrons and who else? My patrons and my membership, YouTube membership people. You guys are going to get seeds soon. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oh, it's working really well, actually, my new plan. It's like I had this plan all along. Look, it's shrinking the side at the same time as making it taller. And I think it's going to do what I want, hopefully. 1 and 2. And 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't get off center now. 3. That's a triple crochet, Laura. What are you doing? What are we doing here, Laura? Why am I confusing myself so much? 1, 2, 3. Double crochet. 1 and a 2. And 1, 2, 3, and a double crochet. And I think by doing it like this, we're going to end up with nice side walls. And 1, 2, 3. That will build up. 1, 2, 3. No, not 3 chains, Laura. I'm distracting myself by chatting. What is happening to me? My partner wants me to make him an orange hammock. Okay, 1 and 2. I'm frantically copy pasting again. 1, 2, 3. What are you copy pasting, Sid? It's double crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3. Jules, borrow my shop vac to keep vacuuming it up as you go, then dump it from there. Ma'am? What? My garbage? My soil? Borrow my shop vac to keep vacuuming it up as you go, then dump it from there. I mean, I guess. Is that what you mean? For soil? I don't know if that's what that is a good idea for. 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Shop vacuuming soil. 1, 2. I mean, I guess people shop vac 1, 2, 3, water and sawdust, so soil probably would work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Also, can I tell you how social I am lately? It makes me feel amazing. 1, 2. I had a phone call with one of my friends yesterday for like 2 hours. I was on the phone, and we don't see each other as often as we would like anymore. So 1, 2, 3, that was nice. And last week, I hung out with my other friend. 1, 2. Met up with her. 1, 2, 3. And then the week before that, I hung out with my friend with the 2 babies. And today I'm hanging out with Julia. And last week I hung out with my other sister. I literally have seen every single one of my friends almost, except for the one that's getting married. 1, 2. I haven't seen her. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet. I've just been a social butterfly out and about in the world, wearing makeup regularly. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. And in the 4th one, a double crochet. Anyway, it feels great. A shop vac is literally a shop vacuum, you idiot. What does that even mean? A shop. You make that sound like that word means that it'll vacuum anything. That doesn't, the word shop does not indicate that that vacuum can do anything. If it was called an anything vacuum, 1, 2, 3, and I said, can it do soil? Then you could say it's called an anything vacuum, Laura, but it's a shop vac. It doesn't say anything about it. 1, 2. So how about that? 1, 2, 3. Also, when are you coming here? Are you just coming to pick me up, or are you coming to hang out? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see. Unfortunately, images from my grimoire chat on Discord into a spreadsheet equals nightmare fuel. Yeah, I bet. A grimoire spreadsheet. That sounds complicated. 1, 2, 3. I felt like it was complicated just for me to write out the flowers that I am actively growing this year. So 1, 2, 3. Copying out an entire Discord does not seem like an easy feat to me. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet. I think it's working. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not gonna like promise anything yet, but I think it's working. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Beautiful. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Oh well, we'll just put one in the last stitch of the row anyway. And it'll all work out and everything will be great. Okay, so now I've done my first round. It's a row, but it's like a half of the round. And you can see at the corners, it's like shrunk them. So now it's like a rectangle box, sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn. And now I'm going to just repeat this pattern for a couple of rows where I do my double crochet chain 2, 1, 2, and just work across into the double crochets for a couple rows in order to create kind of some sides before we do decreases. And I think I'll do my decreases after I shift the stitch from double crochet chain 2 back to just single crochet across. Then I'll start doing decreases, because this is like the bag portion, and then we'll do kind of the handle or whatever. The word hammock just makes me think it has 2 ways of hanging it up, and I feel like nobody wants to put 2 hooks underneath their cabinets. Maybe millennials do. For sure no boomers will. It'll reduce the property value of your home. Ma'am, I'm not buying this house for its property value. I'm buying it to live in it. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? 1 and a 2. So mop floor. Oh, wait. Borrow my shop vac to keep vacuuming it up as you go. Now I understand what you're talking about. You meant shop like like it vacuums and it mops. I now understand. You meant when I'm mopping. Because then I can vacuum up the mop water as I go. Is that what you meant? Me misunderstanding? Anyway, so I have to get groceries on the weekend, which is going to be boring because we also need to spend too much money on groceries this weekend. You know those weeks when you have to get laundry detergent, dryer sheets, meat, and shampoo? It's like one of those weeks where like we need to restock on like some of our things, and it's so annoying to restock your things because you don't even get the enjoyment of having whatever amount of money you end up spending on your groceries. You don't get the enjoyment of like, I got that much food. Nope. You just like now have toilet paper, paper towels, and laundry detergent. And now you have no money. That's basically what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be warm and rainy. Maybe I can find time this weekend to go to the beach because it is going to rain all weekend, which is I'm so excited to go to the beach in the rain. I haven't been to the beach in the rain in like many months. No, you're still stupid. Okay, cool. Thanks. Never mind. Anyway, I haven't been to the beach for rocks in months, and that means that rocks will have accumulated. Beautiful rocks will just be littering the beach because I haven't been there to collect them. And so I will be able to find them. And my my tumbling rocks currently are in stage 2 and 3. So next week they will go into stage 3 and stage 4. Meaning in 2 weeks, I will have room to put new rocks into the rock tumbler. So that makes me very excited about getting new rocks because I'm almost completely out of rocks to make shiny. And I love making my rocks all shiny. If you've never gotten a rock tumbler before in your life and your birthday is coming up and you have someone who wants to get you birthday presents, get a rock tumbler. Like, I don't think anyone needs one, but oh my god, if you have a special interest in rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A rock tumbler is amazing. Okay. I mean, a shop vac is a vac which is designed to suck up anything in a shop. Landscaping shit, rocks, dust, nails. Okay. Fine. It can do it. Great. Congratulations, shop vac. I hope that you are proud of yourself. 1, 2. Sorry, I heard you talking about hanging with friends. Well, we haven't yet. Yeah, Candace, I still have your pillow because I am just a hoarder of other people's things, apparently. I keep glancing over at it. It's in my room. It's just over yonder. 1, 2. I think after this, I might switch to double crochet chain 1 for the next row. I think that could be a good way to bring in the row a little bit without making the row look too different. A good way to shrink it. 1 and 2. Oh, there is a donut in my fridge. My stomach just actively growled at me. 1 and 2. Hey, Julia, if you're watching, just let me know in the stream chat when you're heading over, okay? That'll make it easier for me. I do have your texts open on my computer screen just so that I don't miss them because my phone is currently being used to film. And if you're not listening, then that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. 1, 2. Oh, it's gonna look so good, or it's gonna look stupid. Hopefully it looks really good and doesn't look really stupid. You know what I mean? Let's see. I still have a small shit ton of stuff for you. Like, I need to get all the avocados out of my freezer. Then I have eggshells, onion skins, and some surprises. Candace, your bribes are working. I want surprises. I love surprises. 1 and a 2. and avocado dye. One day you can have my craft stuff if you want it. I'll let you know what I have. Candace, we should do a swap where you come over and then I come over and we just like trade some of our craft stuff. Because I'm sure I have stuff in my stash that I'm not using, and I'm sure you have stuff in your stash that you're not using. And you know, the feeling of new yarn is just a feeling. It doesn't actually have to be new yarn. It just has to be new to you. Same thing with other craft stuff. 1 and a 2. And a double crochet. Are we there yet? Oh, we're already almost there. This row is getting shorter somehow on its own. Beautiful. 1 and 2. So what are you guys getting up to this weekend? Is anybody planning on making anything? Anybody else going to be diving into the garden? I'm really looking forward to it. 17 degrees? That's like a warm day. 17 degrees is like a warm day outside. 1 and a 2. Truer words were never spoken. And that's a fact, in my opinion. There we go. What am I trying to do? What's the plan now, Laura? Let's think this through. 1 and a 2. And then 1, 2, double crochet. And chain 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason we're doing a chain 4 is because now I'm switching from chain 2 between my double crochets to chain 1. So it'll be double crochet into the double crochet, then chain 1, then double crochet. And this is going to squeeze the row a little bit further, which I hope is going to create the shape that we're looking for here. If it doesn't, we'll just have to keep on figuring it out. I'm so sorry. I don't know why, when I don't know what I'm doing, I annoyingly sing song. I think it's just the way it is. Ugh, I also need a stretch. Oh, gosh. Sometimes you just need a good, deep, big stretch. Okay, now I'm gonna sing double crochet, chain 1. Double crochet, chain 1. All the way around. And then I think I'll do, maybe after that I'll just do double crochet around. That might work. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like after this. I feel like we could end up somewhere positive. Oh, Julia, I need you to do something before you come today. And it's that you must listen to the song The Subway by Chappell Roan 400 to 800 times. This morning, it's the only song I played. I put it on and put it on repeat on Spotify, and I just played it, I don't know, 30 times? I don't know how many times. It's what, a 3-minute song, and I played it for 2.5 hours. So whatever that divides to, that's how many times I played it in a row. I just put it on, you can just put that on Spotify. You can just say, please keep playing this song and only this song. And I love it so much. And if you want to be my friend, you should probably listen to that song and love it, because if you don't, then we are going to be missing a very important thing in common. I don't need you to love every one of Chappell Roan's songs, but the song, The Subway, you have to love it. It's just the way it has to be. Oh, God, I love it so much. I'm singing it in my head right now. And it's so powerful. And if you haven't heard it, please go listen to it. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by anyone. But Chappell Roan, The Subway, I don't even think it's a new song, so I actually don't even know why I'd even say it's not sponsored. Of course it's not. But listen to it. If you have feelings, it'll make you feel things. If songs make you feel things, that song will make you feel things. If songs don't make you feel things, then it might not. That's not up to me. Okay, so I've just done double crochet chain 1 all the way across this row, and now we can do a little check to see how it's hanging. How's it hanging? One, and hold on. Into the corner. Lovely. There. Okay, so now I've done a couple rows. I've done like 3 rows this way. Now let me show it to you from the front so you can see the way it's adjusting. So I think this would be the back, and we're like making the front right now, I think. And I guess in the end, these corners will be where we hang it from. Seems reasonable. Don't forget the time change this weekend. Candace, is there really? Does that mean it's gonna be dark in the morning? Wait, spring ahead? Yeah, that means that I'm gonna wake up at 5, but really it's gonna feel like 4. The hour gets earlier. I wake up at 8 o'clock, but the time springs forward so it feels like it's 9 o'clock, or so it becomes 9 o'clock. I don't remember. Do I have to wake up earlier or do I get to sleep in? Okay, I'm gonna chain 4, 3, 1, 2. Am I gonna do 3? Yeah, I'm gonna do 3. And now I'm gonna just double crochet 1 time in each of the double crochets across. I think. When the lights are off. Ew, why does it have to time change? I don't want that. So I'm double crocheting 1 time in each double crochet around without any chain stitches in between them. Oh, you're not watching anymore. Lol. It's brighter in the morning. Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like I know things. And then I'm like, what are we doing here? My neck is very tight today. I need to stretch. Sorry, my back is like upset. I guess you guys don't need to stare at the table. Seriously, my back is like, it's like 2 steps ahead of seizing. It's not seizing, but if I don't stretch, it could. Okay, now I have to pee. I stood up. Well, that's cute, isn't it? All right, besties, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go pee, and then I'll come back and we'll keep crocheting and hanging out. I'll probably bring some seedlings with me, so you know what? I'm actually gonna tidy my table here, because my seedlings, some of them are downstairs. And that's where my bathroom is. So I'm gonna go pee, and when I come back, I'll bring a seedling tray to show you how amazing some of the seedlings are, okay? So don't go anywhere, just talk amongst yourselves. I'll turn the music up a little so that there's something to hear while you're away. But just come back in like 3 minutes. Hey, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some more seedlings because they're looking so good. Oh, you guys get to be here for a birthday. There's a seed that is germinating today. It's not even technically born yet. There's no leaves, there's just roots. 1 second. It's so cute. The amaranth. Just a sec. Come here, Amy. Little amaranthy. This is the fastest germination. Oh, it feels awesome when things germinate quickly. I literally feel like a superhuman being whenever seeds germinate because I put them in dirt. I know they germinated because anyone put them in dirt, but for me, let me tell you, these germinated because I put them in dirt. Okay. Woo! So we're going to go in to the overhead again to look at these seedlings, but I really want I want to emphasize how adorable the amaranth is so that when you see it, you can acknowledge it. It's like I need you to have a head start so you know how to react. Because if you react wrong, I'll be like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? 4 eggs ample. Look at this and tell me, look at this and tell me it's not literally the cutest thing you've ever seen. Happy birthday! Look at them! Look, there's already some little leaves. See how the tails come out first? And they turn into little pollywogs. First they're transparent, then they go opaque. So you can see, hold on. Let me see if I can get something to point with. This is not very good for pointing. Oh, that will work. Hold on, this is gonna be, welcome to science class, kids. You ready? Oh gosh. You ready for science? Here we go. So, the amaranth seeds, they start off like this. See how it's translucent? That one right there. Then they go opaque. Do you see how that one's opaque? So that one's almost gonna hatch. Then the next step after that is that they put out a little tail. See that tail? See, there's right here's a tail. See all these little pollywogs with tails? Then the tail eventually decides to go in the direction down. And when the tail makes that decision, if you look right there at the tip of my needle, come on. This little one has 2 little leaves. So cute! Happy birthday! So these ones are all being born today. By the end of the day, these will have open leaves. They're the fastest germinating seeds ever. They're actually not. They're the same as my zinnias. My zinnias are also already germinated. But the point is that you can almost see them be born. Same thing with so that one was the Love Lies Bleeding. This one is the Coral Fountain. You can already see the color difference at this stage. It's wild. Even the first leaves coming out of these little tiny seeds are different in color. The Love Lies Bleeding are already red, and the Coral Fountain are already like orange. You see that? And do you see how prolific the Coral Fountain is? They were both sown right at the same time. But look how much more of the Coral Fountain came together. I love planting. I'm a goddess. Okay, so next I have, who's germinating? Jerusalem Artichoke, why are you so dry? Everybody else is fully still moist. That must mean you've drunk up your water, so congratulations. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the other amaranth. This is the what are you called again? Velvet curtains. This one has a few babies that are putting out their little pollywog tails, but they're not yet putting out leaves, and that's fine. They just need a minute, okay? They're babies. We can't rush babies. We can't rush art. And you know what? The Velvet Curtain Amaranth is quite a spectacular specimen. So many birthdays, literally, Candace. I was so pleased to see them. Let's see. Oh my God, science. I know. Well, that was annoying as hell. My Wi-Fi totally cut out and I had to reboot my computer. That's annoying. Good morning, Michelle. Did I say good morning? Okay, so next in the docket, on the docket, is the zinnias, which came out so fast. This is the zinnia polar bear, so this is a white one. And look at, they're germinating and popping up all over the place. I think we're gonna have a great germination rate with these ones. And I did something a little different. Usually I fully bury my zinnia seeds in the soil. This time I poked them vertically in the soil, and I think you'll still be able to tell in this pot maybe. You can see the seeds are not really like deep. Like I just poked them in. You can still see the top of the seeds. And now because of that, the seedlings are emerging. It seems easier. Like it seems like they're coming out of the ground with less of a struggle. So I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, like long term. Are they going to have a less strong root system or a stronger root system? This one, I also think it will illustrate it pretty well, what I did. You see that the root is tucking itself down. That's a baby little root there. There's the seed. Let me try and tilt it in the way that you're looking at it here. There. So the seed is vertically pointed down. So the little root is still going down. Do you see how these seedlings are coming up? The root is still going down well. The little leaves are coming out fine. But I did a different method of planting than I usually do. Usually I just put them in. This time I actively poked them in vertically. I also did that with my cosmos, and I think it was the right decision. My cosmos are starting to come up. They're a little slower, which I don't feel any particular way about. They just need a little extra time, I guess. Same with the Zinnia Creamy Blush Ruffles. There is no activity on that soil yet. I'm not giving up on it by any means. Honestly, I might just do just a little dig check, which is like when I dig around in the soil to see if there's anything going on below the surface that I'm not privy to yet. But I have to be so delicate because the roots at this, I'm not even gonna keep going. Anyway, we might have to add more seeds to some of these. Oh my God, my neck. Okay. Anyway, so the zinnias are doing well. Some of the cosmos are doing okay. Like this one is the double click, and they seem to be coming up like really well, really strongly. I'm happy about it. And these are all just sitting under lights because there's other seeds that need light to germinate. The Angelonia shows no indication that it is alive. I'll show you that up close. There are no little baby tails on any of these seeds. There's no like white fuzz. The white fuzz that you kind of see sometimes at the beginning is like a seed, like the first roots kind of look like fuzz sometimes. This is nothing. So I'm not concerned, but I am aware. So we're keeping that in mind. Next, I also have some really awesome baby plants. These have done so well. These are the Firecracker Vine. I have 12 beautiful, healthy plants. One's a little wonky, but it's there we go. She'll figure herself out today. But these are already quite big. I'm gonna be honest. They're a little bigger than I would really like for them to be right now. I'm happy that they're big, obviously. Big, healthy plants is great. It's just they are getting close to already needing to leave these seed starting trays. And I don't know how many times I'll be able to transplant these without making them very unhappy because they're a vine, which means they really don't want their roots touched. So I kind of was hoping I'd be able to keep them in this seed tray until they go outside, but there's no way this is gonna fit until it goes outside. Wow, already on second true leaves. That's what I'm saying. It's like ahead of where I would put it normally. I have another one that's way ahead, and this one should be okay because it's a perennial. So I'm actually going to be moving this one outside a lot earlier than my other plants. This is the Malva. This I'm so pumped about. It's a beautiful flower. It's a purple, and let me show you the seed packet for it. You'll die. It's so pretty. It's got this beautiful purple and sort of like it's like a Zebrina is one of them, one of the varieties that's in this mix. I don't know which ones we have in the mix, so it could be any of these. But this is, sorry, I have dirt on my hand now. This is the Malva I planted, the Silvestris Mystic Mix. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm really hoping we will get this color. And I'm also kind of hoping we'll end up with one of these colors, this purple periwinkle kind of tone. This kind of guy here. So it's a perennial, which is so exciting because perennial means I'll get it next year also. So the fact that we have 12 babies, I'm obviously not going to keep all 12. I'll put some at Julia's house. So Julia will have a perennial that's really beautiful. And I'll also give some to my friends. And I'll swap some with people. I'll probably keep 4. I think 4 should give me a good variety of colors. I really want, like, to make sure that if I only pick one and then I end up with it being just like, they'll all be beautiful, I know that, but I want to try and get a variety. Like, imagine if I could get a full color variety of that. Wouldn't that be so pretty? What does it say about them? Long blooming, July to September, this superb first-year flowering perennial is a great addition to flower beds. The gorgeous purple, mauve, and blue flowers look stunning when planted in groups. Perennial, zones 4 to 9. And I'm in there. I'm right in there. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really pumped about those. These ones are doing phenomenal. Look how big these plants are. Look at how many leaves these have. Like this one, this big one, has already 2 true leaves, and these ones put out 1 leaf at a time. See, look at, there's this leaf here and this leaf here. Same with this one, this leaf here and this leaf here. There's some, interestingly, that are slower. They're under the same amount of grow light, and I also turn them around and move them regularly, so there's literally no reason these ones are behind. It's just because they feel like being behind. But having 12 of them means I'm going to, I don't think I'll be able to see them flower before I plant them, because they're not going to flower till July, and I'm going to be planting them in like April. So it's anyone's guess what colors they're going to be. I'm really hoping for that dark purple mauve and then the periwinkle blue. That's what I would like. Okay, moving on to more seedlings. Let me just swap this. I'm going to put this back under the light because there's nothing more to it. It's just a tray of seedlings. And I'm going to grab this other seedling tray to show you. There's some exciting stuff in this other one. I brought out 2 more trays here. I'm back. Honey, I'm home. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. There we go. Okay, so these ones are the Hummingbird Pink Salvia. This is one of my, they're all my favorites. You know what I don't like about Hummingbird Pink Salvia? I hate the way the leaves smell and feel on my fingers. So when you cut this, I highly recommend cutting it with a pair of scissors rather than just breaking it off. It does break off branches easily. Also, the flowers are only pretty in the garden. You can't cut these very much. They drop flowers right away. But I still really like them, so I'll probably keep 2 of them, and the rest of the 12 will be given away. And then this is my white petunias. Look how good these are doing. Look, she's got a leaf. I'm so proud of her. From seed, white petunias. I'm so excited. I have 3 of these and then a bunch of little containers like this where I still have more. My plan is to just keep as many alive as possible, and then when it's time to plant as many as I want. I'm not going to say like I'm only going to grow 20 of these. I'm going to just have as many as I can, and then anything that I have that is too many, I'll just give to anyone around me. So I feel like there's no way I can lose if I just keep as many as I can alive. And they are looking great. Don't you think? I'm pumped about it. Wow, you're an enchanted fairy goddess. That's literally my life dream, Candace. It's literally my life dream. Okay, next, let's do Celosia spicata flamingo. This one's doing great. She's got some secondary leaves. They're not as big. I have one other Celosia downstairs that has ginormous leaves, but we do already have our secondary leaves coming in. Looking gorgeous. So this one is a spiky variety, and it's a flamingo, like fuchsia pink. Very pretty. I have another one that is more of a salmon pink. Also, I have not great germination happening right now with a couple of my marigolds, which is a bit of a bummer. I think I want to maybe make a note of that. Maybe I'll make a note of that like next week. Can you remind me if I forget? I would like to make a note of the seeds that are not germinating well that I'm having to add seed to, so that next year I know, like I should just use the rest of it next year, like all the seeds, because they're obviously starting to lose their power, their life. So right now in this color, which is perfect yellow double marigold, I have one teeny tiny seedling, and it's a weak seedling. It's only putting out one leaf. Usually marigolds that are strong and healthy put out 2 leaves at a time. And let me show you an example. These ones are not as far ahead, but you can see they're healthy. See how they have 2 little leaves coming out? That's how it should look. So that one's already a weak. There's low germination, and then the seedling is weak. This one is the Naughty Marietta. These are old seeds, but they are great. They're germinating just fine. I also have a pansy here. Pansy Mammoth White. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them. If this survives, I am not feeling particularly hopeful about this because I've never grown a pansy from seed. I did grow Johnny Jump Ups last year, but I just threw the seeds outside in the garden, and 2 plants came up with literally no assistance from me. The only watering they got was as part of the garden. I didn't give them any special. They were underneath the overshadowed garden. So they got 0 help from me and did pretty well on their own. But I've never started pansies intentionally from seed, and I'm feeling a little bit, it's daunting. I'm not overwhelmed. I just feel like it's daunting. Like I really want it to work, but I have a very small number of seedlings that survived just to this stage. Usually the first stage, I want to have hundreds of seedlings surviving so that by the time there's an adult plant, I have lots. Whereas if I'm starting with 8, the chances of me finishing with like 3 or like 1 is not 0. It's a non-zero chance that we could end up with a very small number or even 0 pansies, which is fine. They're not an expensive flower, but I'm very invested this year in them. Also, lovely, really fun, exciting news. My gladiolus, I planted like 20 or so. I think I did 16 actually. 16 little bulbs went into the soil, and one of them is now up. There's lots of them that are in here that are still firm, but they haven't done anything yet. Like this is fully like still an asleep bulb. It's just like not awake at all. So I don't know what it wants. Like, does it want to be deeper or does it want to be closer to the surface? I don't really know. I don't know what she's asking for. I don't know what she prefers. Here's another one. Still perfectly solid, like no rot or anything. But literally nothing is happening growth-wise. So I don't know what I have to do to wake her up. But I have lots of gladiolus babies in here, but only a couple of them have come up. I have 2 in 2 different pots that have come up. And this is one of them. You can see she literally looks like a blade of grass. She's not a blade of grass. By the time summer comes, I don't know if that's true. that she'll bloom this summer. I don't think she'll bloom this summer. Anyway, I have like 60 of these, and my plan is to just grow them out this year. I don't think they'll be making flowers. I think that they'll make roots and then they'll make bulbs. So what I think I'll do is I'll just give them a dedicated pot that they basically, it'll just look like grass this year. It'll look like thick grass, like reeds, but I doubt I'll get flowers. It's just so small, and gladiolus flowers are so large. I can't perceive that this could be grown enough to hold flowers this year. It's so little. Like the bulbs that I planted last year were like the size of my fist. So it's just too small. It's just too small, but that's okay. She's a beauty. We're gonna let her grow along with all of her sisters. They'll all grow up this year. We'll bring them back in the winter, in this next winter. They'll sleep through the winter. We'll pot them up next spring, and next spring they will become adults. And then next late summer, I'm investing so much time into this handful of plants. And you know what? I don't even feel like it's not worth it at all. Just when I'm describing how much time it takes for certain things to get going, it feels like that's a lot of time to be spending on that. Oh, here's another glad. I do have another one that's coming up. So that's 3 now, because there's another one that I know about. So 3 glads have come up in a planting of so many. Why are you not awake, others? What did your sisters do that you have not? I guess maybe I have to water them more. Okay, this is Sweet Alyssum and 1 dill seedling. I'm sorry, Sweet Dill. It's not your time, though I do love you and do appreciate you, and I will be planting your sisters. You will not be coming with us this season, unfortunately. But all of these Sweet Alyssum, well, not all of them, lots of them are going to die. And that is totally a sacrifice I'm willing to make, because Sweet Alyssum is such a glorious plant that I've wrapped my head around the fact that I do need to kill off not just some, but many of the seedlings so that the others can thrive. And this is how I'm doing it. I'm just pulling them out, because each one of these plant pots is going to have to be whittled down to like 2, 3, or 4 final contestants. So I have 4 little bunches right now, and basically as the growing happens, like, see, this one's, I just feel like I can just remove that whole one. So now we're down to 3 bunches, and now I'll let these ones grow out for like a week, and in a week there will be a couple of front runners. Like this one will probably be a front runner next week, so this one will probably survive. That being said, if I pull out all the seedlings around it right now, it will likely die because they are supporting it until its roots get nice and strong. So we leave all of the sisters in around the strongest seedling until it's substantially sized to a point where it can hold itself up. And that will be next week. So Sweet Alyssum will get transplanted next week. Something else, I don't know when to transplant these. Like, I don't know if I should be growing these for a while before transplanting them. They are so small. This is lobelia. It literally looks like duckweed. It's so tiny. Like, what the heck? Look at how big my finger is next to it. It's tiny. My finger looks huge. It's so small. So I think I have to wait for true leaves, because I just don't think they're big enough to move yet. But I also don't think that I should leave them in large clumps like this very long. I feel like they could overcrowd each other and kind of starve. Like starve early. That's not ideal. So I need to look up what they want. Another one that's doing really well now that I'm super pleased about is the Lavera Twins Hot Pink. I've got 5 seedlings currently, but we added more seeds on Wednesday, so I think that we should end up with more plants. But they're doing really well. I don't know how much I'm going to like these plants, but we'll see. I think that's everything that's like unique and individual. There's other things like I have mixed straw flowers. There's nothing very like, woohoo, they've germinated. I'm happy about it. Those, I've explained the ones that I'm really excited about though. So that's pretty much it for plants. I think I'm going to take a second now and just tidy my table up, if you don't mind. and then I'll wipe it down, and then we can get back into figuring out the fruit hammock. The garden is going to be fabulous. I sure freaking hope so, Candace. I hope so. You're right, it will be. It's gonna be awesome. It better be. Or else. Alrighty. Aren't they so cute? Happy birthday, everyone. Almost done. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous. Good morning, nice to see you. So, yeah, 70 something varieties of flowers. I also have, I don't even know how many varieties of perennials in my garden right now. I would love to make that list, but it will require thinking, because I know there's lots, but I don't know exactly what's in there. I bet I know exactly what's in there, but I feel like there's a possibility I'll miss quite a few items. But with the perennials, the number of plants in my garden is quite high right now. Okay, I'm gonna refill my coffee, do a fresh coffee, and then I'll come back. I also have to wash my hands. I'll show you my paintings next. Ta-da! All right. So we can put these here now. And now I can show you my newest paintings. Because I have been painting. You ready? Ready? Okay. And I'll show you them from above. Good morning. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right. What do we have in here? Okay, so this is a work in progress, not finished. I'm still learning how to do flowers, so I don't feel confident doing a zinnia yet, and I don't feel confident doing like little flowers like alyssum yet. So this is just the flowers that I felt I could figure out. Again, not perfect, still working on it, but this is what I've got. I've got a little nasturtium there, and then a nasturtium leaf, and then a marigold there. Again, works in progress. These are not finished. This one's also not finished. I did another page of rocks, but I took a break from it because I decided I want to do more detail work on it, but I need to like have fresh eyes. So here's what I did yesterday. I did a bunch of shapes in lots of different colors, and then I kind of I imagined rocks that I know I have, because I'm like a rock girly. I have lots of rocks. So I kind of used real rocks as inspiration, even though like this is obviously not the same at all. But you can see that there's like vibes, you know? And I think I did that with another kind. Where are you? No, not that one. I love that rock though. We're gonna just play for a sec here with some, actually, sorry, headphones. Sorry, headphone users, but I needed a better look. I know I have one of these rocks, or at least something like it. I guess that will work. Like, it's not the same, but like, you see what I was trying to do, you know what I mean? It's there. Something's there. And then like this, it's not the same. I didn't have this rock in front of me when I did it, so I was basing it off of what I remember some of my rocks looking like. So you can see it's not the same, but there's something. Again, not the same, but it's something. There's something there. So these rocks, I look at them so often that obviously they inspire me when I'm painting rocks. And let me see if I used any others here as inspiration. I feel like I have another one that has a line through it, but I don't know. I also feel like I'm missing some of my rocks right now, and that's fine. They are in the rock tumbler. I've retumbled some of my rocks because, you know what? They needed to become smoother. I feel like this could be a really cool rock to paint. You know what the hard thing about painting rocks is for me? It's that when I'm painting them, my brain says, no rock looks like that. No rock looks literally like lines on a chalkboard. No rock looks just like that. That's bizarre. But it does. This rock literally does look like this. Isn't that so shiny and beautiful? Or, for example, that rock I just showed you. Where did I put it down? They're all so beautiful. Or this one. How do you explain this? If I paint this exact thing, it's not going to come off looking like a rock. So what do? So I just invent it. And the most recent rock invention is this guy. And I really like it. I like how it's coming along. I don't know which way. I think it's this way is the way of it. But you can see these ones are very detailed because I worked on them longer. I still have to do all of these ones. Your work gives proper vibes. Candace, Thank you for saying that. That's a very nice thing to say. Make me shy, but thank you. Like, how do I paint that and have it look like an actual rock? Look how shiny it is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. But like this, if I paint this, it looks like a painting of a man. Do you see? There's the man. Maybe he's a cat man. Maybe he's a furry. I don't know. He's got cat ears now that I never noticed. But like, you can't paint a rock like that because then people will be like, are you painting a man? No, I'm painting a rock that I've seen before. Also, here's 2 rocks that have lines in them because I did a lot of lines in my rocks on this painting. I just want you to see that that exists. First of all, this rock is real. I found this rock at the beach and put it in my rock tumbler until it was shiny. Look at that line. Oh my God, look at this cross section, just this angle. Stunning. It's the most beautiful rock ever. And same with this. Look, it's got just a green line that goes all the way through it. But look at all those weird chunks of meat that make up the rock. There's even a sparkle in there. Like, anyway, rocks are magic. And if they're magic, then I am absolutely rich in magic because I have so many rocks. Oh, here's another with a line that I really like. Can you tell I like rocks with lines? Look at this one. Look at the lines. Just look at them. Would you look at that? Look at that line. Would you look at that? Look at the shine on that rock too. That's because it went through a rock tumbler for months. I don't even want to think about how much hydro it costs. Look at this. Hold on. You can do it, camera. There you go, honey. You did it. Look at this gorgeous rock. Look at the shine on her. Oh, she's beautiful. Fabulous. Absolutely lovely. All right, who else has a line that's interesting? I'm gonna just show you all my rocks with lines to prove that rocks have lines. Ta-da! Okay, you could just take your time there, camera. You got it. Deep thoughts. Okay, we could work together here. Wow. We literally can't work together, me and my phone. There we go. Ta-da! Isn't she stunning? Lots of lines. Here's one more. One more with just a fabulous line in it, and then we can go back to doing something else. If you cannot look at that and acknowledge just the absolute fabulousness of this glorious rock, who needs a glorious leader when you could have glorious rocks? Look at her. She's perfect. She's a perfect rock. And actually, that's not true because this one's actually the perfect rock, in case you didn't know. Ooh, pretty rocks. Hey there, Quilted Hearts. It is a pretty rock. Look at this rock, though. Would you look at this? It's one of my favorite rocks. Actually, I think this is my favorite rock. Isn't it so pretty? What's it just doing here? It's just it's a slab of unakite. Let me push this down so I can get closer. This is a slab of unakite that I found a larger rock at the beach, and it was so beautiful that I said, I want to slice it open, like a serial killer would say. And then I did, and then I tumbled the slice, and it's one of the prettiest things I've ever seen in my whole life. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Look at that beautiful line. Look at these dots. Oh, God, it's gorgeous. But it's hard to paint. So, thank you for coming to my rock TED Talk. Oh, here's one more that has a really nice line in it. What are you doing here? This has a line in it, and I think it also has garnet in it, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I might be wrong. This might not be a garnet one. No, this is not a garnet one, but look at the lines in it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Look at that. Look at this. Would you look at that? Would you look at this? Oh, gorgeous. We love rocks. This is a rock-friendly podcast. We are pro rock here. This is a pro rock broadcast. Look at this. Look at it. What is it even doing? Why did it do that for me? Thank you so much. I love having you in my home. Thank you for bestowing me with hopefully good luck, but honestly, vibes. Thanks for the vibes. Sorry about the audio here. I know that the ASMR of it all might be a bit much. She's a bit of a loud task here, what we're doing. Do you want to see another freaking amazing rock? Well, good, because I'm about to show it to you. Look at this thing. What is it doing? Why does it do it like that? How does she do it? Just how does she do it? Okay, let me see if I can find one more thing that will look so pretty close up that you need to see. She got away. Here's a real cool one. What do you mean? Oh, that just looks like concrete, Laura. No, it's not. It's not. It's smooth. Look. It's a smooth rock. It's so pretty. I don't know what it is, but I love it, and she is mine, and she will be mine always. Because I have a weird obsession with having lots of rocks. So here, now my rock bowl has been replenished and refilled. It can go back beside me on my desk so that I can touch it whenever I need to. When do you need to touch rocks? You'd be surprised how often. This is a piece of jasper with quartz running through it. Just rivers of quartz. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now, shall we get back to the problem at hand, which is figuring out how to make... Oh, no, shoot. The problem at hand is me showing you my freaking paintings. Wow, distracted much? Okay, so I have some new paintings. I'm just gonna... I don't organize them when I put them away. So we'll just go through some of my paintings. We've got a cottage. Lots of green. Not a lot of talent. We've got mushrooms. Working on wet on damp, I believe, was what this was supposed to be for. Maybe I'll add to this. Because, like, why only have 2 mushrooms on a page? This is ugly, but I have to keep it because it's me practicing. I should probably use this for something in my bullet journal, so I'm going to tuck it into there so that I remember that I have it. This one, I still think I did a good job. Obviously, I think I've learned new techniques since doing this one, but I think that the snail is still really good. Like, I still feel good about the way the snail turned out. Like, I like the way those blotchy bits are. And I like the way his body has, like, little textures on it. So I think the snail was still, like, I still think that's good work. Obviously, I think I could do better now on the black of the ladybug because I just made it opaque black. I think now I would build up layers. Maybe I should redo a ladybug and see if I can find a way. This one is not signed or dated, but I will do that. I try to do it. Same thing with these beetles. I think I could do better with the body and the legs so that they're not just black lines. But the snail, I think I did really good. So, still loving that one. This one is Purple Oxalis. I do really like this one. It's not great in terms of any technique, but I like what the painting ended up looking like. I think it looks cool. She's happy. Then we tried to do lots and lots of layers to make my dog Thunder, but it was really difficult and ended up kind of just looking like murky in the end. Like, it didn't end up really clear with the colors. I do like the way I used blue, like around the ears. I feel like this color gradient here I really like, but I think I tried to incorporate blue too many times. And then do you see how it just kind of got muddy and turned kind of grayish? So I feel like that I've learned more since then. This was just me trying to figure out if I could do faces. I don't feel confident in faces at all. That doesn't look like any human I've ever met. But like from far enough away, it's a baby. You know, it'll be fine. Another rock practice. This rock practice, I thought about amoebas while I was doing it. Like as I was doing it, I was like, I'm not doing cells. I'm not doing amoebas. But that's kind of the vibe I was having. So you can see some of them kind of have like, they look like, I don't know, they look like cells or like bacteria or something. So that was that. This was me thinking about rocks and fish. So it was rocks, but like this one is kind of like an octopus, and this one's kind of like a clownfish, and like this one's kind of like just like a lobster texture sort of thing. Like they're not fish. They're obviously not fish, and they're obviously not rocks either. I was just playing with both textures for practicing like working with shadow, and I also did the same highlight and shadow to each picture. So if you look up close, it's like all of them have green on this side and blue down on this side. See, there's like blue down here, blue down here, blue down here, blue down here, and then like a gold up at the top, gold at the top, gold at the top. And that was to kind of make it look like they're all in the same lighting. I think it did a good job there. This is two of my worst. So first worst is this bird. This was me trying to figure out feathers. I obviously did not do a good job figuring out feathers. I'm not going to hold it against myself. I was still learning everything. So on top of this not looking like feathers, it's also like bad techniques. I did not do a good job. So I'm not trying to argue this is a good painting. Didn't line up the paint to the background. This bird is horrendous. The only thing that I think is redeeming about this bird is the feet. I feel like are okay. I feel like I could reuse like that knowledge for like the shape of feet on a branch. I feel like that's pretty close to feet on a branch. So then I tried again. This is like a week later, and this one is a cardinal. It's not good either, so I don't need any reassurance. I tried this time to stick to the actual color palette of a bird as opposed to just doing whatever I wanted, just to see if that would make it better. Like, is this a good bird if I did the right color? But like, not really. The beak is not realistic. Like, nothing about this one makes sense. Whereas this one, I tried to keep the proportions pretty accurate to a cardinal, but still I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know how to make feathers happen, and I don't know how to make shadows within feathers happen. Like, this looks like a puffer jacket. It doesn't look like layers of feathers. You know what I mean? I want it to look like layers of feathers. So still more to learn is the point. This I'm considering unfinished. I haven't gone into practicing painting trees yet. I've painted a few trees, but I've not been practicing it. So this is something I want to revisit when I have a little bit more like motivation to paint trees. I'm going to watch another tutorial and then work on this. Then I have a brick wall, which was so fun to paint. And if you are new to watercolors like I am, I highly recommend painting a brick wall. Wow, it was so fun. Then I have a monstera. I feel like the texture of feathers is really tricky. I think so too, but I think there's also something tricky about getting them to layer on top of each other. Like, the individual texture of individual feathers is still hard because there's a soft area and a more structured area, and each feather situation is different. It's like, if you actually want to do feathers, it's very complicated to look at least. But yeah, that's something I liked about scales, is since they are like, they're like hard at the edge, whereas like feathers aren't always hard at the edge. They can get like softer out. Like, I guess fins can. Like, the fins get more translucent towards the edge of the fin, but I feel like the individual scales can have a hard line edge like that without it taking away like realisticness. Also, this is my sunfish painting. Isn't it cute? He's just a chubby little guy. It's a pumpkin seed sunfish, or a pumpkin seed rock bass, or a pumpkin seed bluegill. But she's a cutie little patootie. I love this one. And then I tried to go lighter with the paint instead of going full color density, and I did a rainbow trout. I'm just going through all of them because I like looking at them. We've got our beautiful rainbow trout colors, our just gorgeous rainbow trout face. Look, he's even got his little teeths. I tried to do a bunny rabbit in a field, and I feel like something's just totally wrong about it. Maybe it's the color of the rabbit. I think it's also the shadows are just unreal, like entirely. This rabbit has no shadows on it. Like, if this is a cloudy day and we can assume the sun is behind us because everything is lit so well that that's the only way this makes sense, then still there would be like some harsh shadows behind the bunny because the clouds are coming in from behind him. The sun is likely like coming down on him like this or over here. Like the sun has to be coming from our direction somehow, and I haven't done that. So I think what I'm gonna do if I work on this again is I'm going to do lighting in such a way that like this whole background grass will be dark, and then maybe like this area will be bright, but behind the bunny there will be shadows. I don't know. I really don't know, but something's wrong with the lighting in this. But I feel pretty good about the actual bunny. I feel like this looks okay. I think the colors are wrong, and I think the density of my paint is wrong, but other parts, like the ear shape, that's pretty bunny-like. The face shape looks like a bunny. The arm shape, I feel like maybe too much detail there. I don't feel like you can see all of that on a bunny when they're standing. But still, bunny shape, so it's okay. Then we also did a moth. I forget the kind of moth, but it's a kind that lives where I live. And then I decided to paint a moon behind the moth. Here's our beautiful, beautiful baby moth. And then behind her is, oh my god, I love that so much. Thank you. The moon, which has all kinds of wet on wet techniques going on, and then dry on wet, and then wet on dry, and then just all the types of techniques I practiced in the moon. And then I also used my metallic paint. Let me see if I can, there. Do you see that? Hold on. Okay, I know you can see it, but I want you to see the like glow there. So I painted metallic paint on here, so you can see the moth's fur and all of the little flecks on the wings. Isn't that cool? That metallic paint is neat. I thought, like, when will I ever want to use this? Found it. These are simply amazing. I truly love your style of art. Thanks, Candace. You're sweet. Next. It's not next in line of what I did, but I painted Alex. I realized I painted him too wide. His face is too wide. Alex looks more like that. That's more accurate to what he looks like, but my painting is like flat, so he's wide. It's like, this is, hold on. That's what Alex looks like. But this doesn't look right. So I need to redo something, but I don't know exactly what. But it still looks like him. Like, it's still obviously, someone who knows him would see that that's him. But if you don't know him, then you probably wouldn't know that that's him. Next, we did some blending practice with some Easter eggs. I think they turned out pretty cool. Then I did a hanging basket with a plant, and I played with pink polka dots as the background. I think Julia can have this one. I don't need this one. This one I will be keeping. This is some Rudbeckia. I feel awesome about these. I love the way this looks. I need to figure out what I did here, because these look like flowers and whatever, but like they obviously have like drawn out petals to make it clear that it's a flower. This one has almost no clear details about what it is, but it communicates it so effectively. Dot in the middle, yellow. Like, I did not draw, I just smushed paint there. That's not like planned, you know what I mean? Like, these ones were, I planned them very detailedly to try and make them look like actual flowers. This I did in the spur of the moment, and look at how good it looks with the Rudbeckia. It literally looks like the way the flower looks when it's putting out a new flower. to me, that looks so good. This. So I would like to do more practice on that. And I also would like to do more practice on the cone flowers in general. I like the way they're shaped for painting. I really like the way like this part of it is and like how the petals attach. I want to work more on that. But I really like this one. This one feels nice. I feel good about that one. That one I'm keeping. This is a strawberry shortcake. My favorite dessert right now. Didn't even write it down. I need to write it down, this one. But I painted it because Alex has been bringing these to me as treats lately, and I've been really, really, really enjoying them. And I thought this would be a good thing to paint because it's something I'm enjoying right now. So I did my best. From far away, the strawberry looks like a strawberry, but up close, I'm gonna warn you, it doesn't look anything like a strawberry. It's literally like blurred blobs. But look do you see the white? I managed to leave white. That's not added white, that's white that I left behind. It's very hard to do that, to not paint an area, and I managed not to there. So that becomes a strawberry, which was all covered in this delicious strawberry juice, which is now running down the whipped cream top, which is sitting atop this sort of whipped custard, which is on top of this, hold on, strawberry jam layer, which is on top of this like airy yellow cake. Can I help you? You good, bro? He's good. Anyway, love the Rebecca. That is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I really like this one. Next, I tried to do a stump. It's giving Laura drawing in high school. I'm not gonna lie. It's giving high school quality, but I'm still learning, so I am being gentle to myself. What do I like about this? I like that the clouds are completely freeform, not planned clouds, but they still have real cloud energy to them. Like up close you can see it's just blobs of paint that weren't really well planned, but from far away I do feel like it gives a pretty good cloud. I don't think this side does, but I think if I cover that, this looks like a real sky that I've seen before, whereas like this side doesn't. But this side here, this whole area looks like a sky I've seen before. This doesn't look like anything I've seen before in terms of how dark these shadows are. There's no reason for them to be that dark. They would not ever be black, but I did the shadows in black, so that's my bad. Same thing back here. It's just lit weird. This is too dark, and I understand, but I don't understand what I should have done because it is dark. And I wonder, like, maybe I should have done it in gray, just something that doesn't draw your eye so much. Anyway, tree. And next was the iris that we worked on the last video. This one, or on the last live stream. This one's pretty good. I do think I would like to figure out how to smooth all these colors together because irises are smooth, even though they're like blotchy in their color. The texture of the actual flower is smooth, but this kind of looks furry. So I need to find a way to blur it together so that it's not looking like a furry iris. And then we'll figure out the background at a later date. This one is one that I'm really enjoying working on. This is my favorite tree at my favorite place. It's like such a beautiful tree. So I kind of looked at all of the photos I've taken of this tree over the years and amalgamated them to my favorite, like, my favorite angle the house is in, with my favorite angle the tree is in, with my favorite angle the street is in. So it's like, it's not a real picture. This is not how anything actually looks, but it's the way it feels to me. It's the way this tree felt to me. And she's so beautiful. And I think it's coming along pretty good. I did all the brick. I did some siding. I did like the front stairs of the house, the windows, and the tree. So here's a little bit more up close. So you can see there's not a ton of detail in there yet. I also decided the background, I wanted it black because I don't want to have to do any details like of the city behind it or the houses adjacent to it. But the tree, here's how I did the tree. You can see where the shadowy bits are. Some parts are darker. Oh, She still needs more shadowy shading on the stump and the branches, but she's coming along. So that's that. Oh, next I tried to do zinnias. I feel okay about these. They're not my best work. I'll put it that way. I do think I can do better than this. I don't know how to do leaves in a way that feels realistic at all. I have not figured that out yet. Like, leaves are just completely, they get away from me. I'm surrounded by leaves. Like, there's plants all around me, and for some reason leaves are just, there's something I can't figure out. But I feel like the flowers are okay. Like, I can kind of blur my eyes and feel out what I was trying to do. I definitely need to work on my shading, because, like, these are not spheres, so they would not only have shadowing here. They would also have, like, shadowing on the petals as well, because it's a 3D shape. So that's something I'm going to work on. Now on to the big paintings. First things first, the best for first, unfortunately. Usually best for last, but best for first. This is my largemouth bass painting, which I'm still pretty proud of this. I still think it has a lot of good things in it. I think I would like to try it without any black outlines, because as you can see on this, there's a lot of, I used my black pen to do a lot of like detail work. I think I'd like to try something like this again with no pen for detail work, like only using paint, so that I can't rely on communicating details with the black pen. I have to communicate them with the paint, which I think I can do. I just have to like slow down. Next, we've got Steve the possum. Gosh, I love Steve the possum. He's so cute. She's so cute. Next, I was just playing with green and I didn't know what to do, so I did like an overhead map of farmland. Not accurate or realistic. Next, I've got a nice sheet of rocks. This one has an error somewhere. Oh, here. This one needs mending. But anyway, rocks, more rocks. Next, my first try at like a flower arrangement. I don't know yet what I'm doing, and this painting makes that very clear. So while parts of me want to work on this painting and add to it, there's other parts of me that want to leave it as is, as like evidence for later, for me to look back on and be like, this is how I started. Now I can do this. You know what I mean? I don't know how many of that type of painting I need. This one, I feel like this was a really good like study or practice for doing like rocks. I don't think I did a good job, but it was a lot of fun. So up close, you can see these don't look like any rocks I've seen before. I've never seen a rock like that. What is this? That's not a rock. But from far away, with the lights and whatnot, I feel like it looks okay. What I really like is this right here. The way this rock does light, I feel like I feel like it's a good job. I feel like I did a good job there. Sorry, one sec. My computer is like having a meltdown. Sometimes that's just what happens. Please hold, everyone. Just waiting for it to load. You know how it do. Oh, golly gosh. I'm looking forward to the weekend, but I do have a lot of work still to finish this weekend, which I don't love for myself, but that's all right. We'll survive it. One extra work day. You know, I slacked off this week, so this weekend I have to do one of the weekend days has to be a work day. How is this not loading? What year is it? The year of our Lord, 1960? Were there any computers in 1960? 1950? When was Alan Turing? That was World War II. Okay. So let's say 1920. What is it, 1920? What is it, 1926? Thank you. I got there. Took me a minute, but I got there. I think YouTube is having trouble, and I think my computer is also having trouble, and I think the combination of those two things together is a recipe for disaster. All right, let me bring you back to the forefront here, because I think that's it for paintings. And that way I can open this up for a sec. Check where Miss Julia is. She is still at home. Are you coming or not? What the hecky? Okay, now let's move right along. Sorry, everything is a little slow. We're not going to be upset about it. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. I don't know what it is about that, but every time I say it. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of viewers today. Not at this moment, but like so far today, there have been 389 unique people have stopped by the stream. It's a lot of people. I don't even know that many people. I mean, I probably know some of those people. Let me see. You should make a coffee table book called Study in Watercolor. I would buy it with all of these images, but I would not want to represent myself as that being how I paint. Because this is not work that it's not that I'm not proud of it. I'm proud of my development. I'm proud of my practice. It's not art that I would want to put my name on yet. I'm not there. I don't feel like I understand what you're saying, but for me, it's like I would do that when I feel that I am making art. Whereas right now I'm doing practice. It's not like I'm coming up with a concept and inventing. I'm not working on an art piece when I'm doing it. I'm practicing techniques when I'm doing it. So to me, it doesn't feel like art because it doesn't have the inner soul of art to it. It's practice. Now, when I'm painting for someone, that's different. I'm trying hard. I'm trying to make sure that it's a nice painting. But if I'm just painting to practice, it's, does that make sense? I feel like if I was an absolute master craftsperson, then maybe you could publish my work of study. Like Michelangelo has, like people want the old drawings from his notebook and they're priceless. They're just absolutely priceless. Like that. I'm not that. I feel like I get what you're saying, Candace. It feels wrong for me, to me, because I know what the art is to me. But that being said, the art is something else to whoever's looking at it, so to each his own, Maybe I'll make a book, a coffee table of it, and I'll make 2 copies, Candace. One for you, that'll be the copy, and one for me, that'll be the original. And that'll just be, when I get 1 million subscribers, that's what you get as a gift, okay? That's your 1 million subscriber gift. A coffee table book. Sorry, you have to stay here for 1,000 years so I can get to 1 million subscribers. As some of you may know, I am very close. And by I mean the channel, which is me. I film, edit, upload, and live stream on this channel. It is all me, except for the technology, which Alex maintains for me. But I set it up, and I maintain it once it's here. So, anyway. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, friends. We are very close. I'm very excited. Alex is very excited. My sisters are excited. Are my friends excited? I think I've only told one friend. So she said, "Oh, that's cool. Are you going to do anything?" And I said, "I don't know. Probably not." And she said, "Oh, okay. Well, cool." And I went, "Yeah." And she said, "Does it mean anything? Like, do you get anything special because of it?" And I said, "Well, the silver play button." And she said, "No, I mean like money." And I was like, No, you don't get anything. Just vibes. But we're almost there. We're almost at the place where we can get the vibes. I'm excited for it. Okay, so right now I'm just double crocheting across. I'm not doing any of the chains that I was doing before in between. But I think we are getting closer to what I'm hoping for. I think we are. I feel pretty good about it. What else should I do this weekend? One thing I want to do is make my perennials list. You know what? I'm going to write that down because I don't want to forget that I want to do it. I want to make a list of all the perennials I have so I can make a growing spread. Oh, speaking of which, Julia said I should show you guys the spread up close. So I will. Because Julia knows what's up. At least she does sometimes. I don't know where she's at. I must be muted. Elizabeth must be sleeping. I'll just create realities for myself here. Can you just relax? Thank you. Okay. Okay, good. And then we can go back to here and back to here. Hello. So garden plan. This is what I painted. I painted 4 rectangles. So I did a pink one, a yellow one, a purple one, and a green one. And then I drew 1,000 lines. And then I filled it all out, and then I added the numbers so that I would make sure I could fit everything. But I've got all of the flower varieties that we're growing. All the zinnias, the dahlias, the cosmos, the amaranths. I just have all these different varieties of things. Look how many marigolds we're doing. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to do the same thing, but for perennials. I just have to write down that I want to do it so that I can remember to do it. Because I have ADD and it's hard. Okay, and where are we right now? We are in this week. It is March 6th, and we want to make perennial flowers and plants list and watercolor spread. We love that. We love that for us. One server fully archived and another started. Oh my god. It just seems like so much work. I'm imagining you with like those office boxes full of files. Like that's what I'm picturing. Is like you're Aaron Brockovich. That's who you are for me right now. You're Aaron Brockovich, and instead of going through old law cases, you're going through old Discord servers. Okay, make perennial flowers and plants list and watercolor. Okay, good. What other things do I need to get ready for? Oh, get plant food. I need plant food. And I also need, hold on, I need You didn't ask. Just hang tight. This isn't about you anymore. Now we're doing me. Laundry soap and dryer sheets. And something else. We don't need toilet paper or paper towels. But we needed something else that was specific. Soap? No. Shampoo, body wash. I'm gonna put body wash because I hate running out. But I feel like we needed something else that's a liquid. We have bleach, we have vinegar. Not together, I'm just big liquids. The images are the worst. Yeah, that's like a lot of data to download all of that. We have coffee, we have cream, we're good for butter. We do need yogurt. And apples and oranges, obviously. How's Alex for chunky? Probably we should get chunky soup. Okay, we're making my grocery list. Thank you for being here today for that. Okay, looking at all of my daily things. He's getting close to out of oatmeal. Still good for onions and potatoes. Oh, I could use carrots though. We're almost out of carrots. And grapes. And what else do I want to have in the fridge? Oh, cucumber. I have to look at a full fridge in my head. I'm literally imagining cucumber, my fridge when it's full, what it has in it. Oh, Diet Coke, obviously. Cheese. I think we're good for eggs, but I'm going to write them down just so I remember to check. In the fridge. We're good for meat, actually. We could use more fish. And I don't think we need chicken right now. We don't need pork tenderloin. We don't need pork chops. Ground beef if on sale. Fish and beef. Okay, and then I'll write sale so I remember. What else? Do I need any other fruit right now? Oh, bananas. Duh. Bananas. In the fridge. What else do I like in the fridge? We have yogurt. We have apples and oranges. And grapes. We have eggs and yogurt and cheese. Diet Coke. I think that's everything. Cucumber. I don't see anything else in the fridge. That's empty anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. And then in the pantries, let's think. Who's missing? I don't know. I think that's it. I think I got it. I think we made it. Okay, so list. I love this calendar. I told Julia that I love it so much, and she was like, okay, can I just give it to you every single year for Christmas? And I said, yes, please. Until the day I die. I would like this every year for Christmas, and I would like to very much enjoy myself every year filling out my calendar. And she said, I will also fill out everyone's birthdays and stuff. And I said, perfect. I don't have to do nothing. It's great. Okay, so now I've gone across a double crochet row with no chain ones in between. And I think I'm going to do another row the same way, like just a double crochet across row before we do more decreases, right? Is this the back and that's where everything's hanging? No, I think this is the front. Like, ooh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Here's what it looks like from one of the angles available. So if we make this the back, we can put the ties here and here, right? And then have this sort of thing be like a drawstring that will close. Hold on. That'll kind of keep this front area closed when not in use, and then you can like open her up. That's one option. Option number 2, we put the nail or whatever, the hanging part closer together, and then keep working this one up. And then what are the other options? The other options is that this is the back, but that doesn't really hang anything well. But if I do this as the back and have it hang, that could hold things like this. Which way do you think it looks better? With this as the back? You know what? Let me just get some oranges. That will help us. Okay. We'll just work with 3 oranges as an idea. For checking, if we put the oranges in, where do they want to go? How about we work that way? We've got the oranges in the bag. Where do they want to go? I think maybe that will make the most sense, having this be the back. Because then that whole area can be full. The other option, which was having this be the back, that's not very sturdy or safe, you know? But if that's the front, that could also work as the front. Either way kind of works this way though. Okay, so that's good. I think it's better to have it as the back though. So to continue that, I think I have to redo a bunch of stitches because they pulled out. And there we go. And hold on a tick. Now I'm gonna just finish my double crochets across, and then I'm gonna chain one. No, I'm gonna chain two and turn, and then I'm gonna double crochet across the other way, I think. What do you mean, come here? Who are you talking to like that, Beelzebub, huh? Telling me what to do. No, you come here, troublemaker. No, you come here. No, you come here. Okay, and now last double crochet, chain one, chain two, and turn. And now if I double crochet across, we're not reducing at all. Is that okay? Or should I put a reducing in? Because each time we've been doing a reduction. No, we'll just double crochet across for this first row. I have an idea. Hey, I'm new, so why do you have half pink and half brown hair? Because I didn't want to bleach the whole thing, so I just bleached half. That way it would be easier if I wanted to change my hair back. Okay, so I'm just double crocheting across, and then I think I'm gonna have to do reductions on the next round. And I also think I'm gonna have to do a final round of single crochets around the entire project to make it work, I think. And I think it will work. I hope it'll work. It looks cute. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a perfect food hammock. Fruit hammock? It's gonna be great. I don't know how many it's gonna hold though. How many fruits? Alright. So when I get to the end of this row, I need to figure out how much I want to decrease on the second row. I think it's probably a good chunk of decreases. Maybe I should have counted my stitches so I could decide how many to decrease. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, okay, and 28, right? Because that's not the end of the row. That's the end of the row. So 28. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Sorry, I'm thinking this out as I go along. So I did a row of double crochets, then another row of double crochets. Now I need to do decreases. And I'm going to do that. I have 28 in the row. What does 28 divide by? 4. So I think I'll do 2 stitches. I think I'll do 2 stitches, double crochet 2 together, 2 stitches, double crochet 2 together. Or maybe I'll start with 1 stitch. I'll do 1 stitch, double crochet together, and then I'll go on to 2 stitches, double crochet 2 together. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'll do 1 stitch, double crochet. Red alert, I agree. 1 stitch, and then double crochet 2 together, 1 and 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Literally, this is not knitting, so you've just outed yourself. Bye-bye. Okay, knit two, or crochet two together, and then 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then double crochet two together, 1 and 2. Oops. 2 and 3. And 1 and 2, and then 2 together. 1 and 2, 1, oops, 2, 3. Thanks, Candace. 1 and 2. And I think I did it so that I'm gonna have like a perfect 1 stitch on each side, but we'll see. 1 and 2. And then 2 together. 1, 2. Beauty. Just lovely. 1 and 2. I think it's gonna work how I think it's gonna work. I think the way that I think it's gonna work is gonna work. So let's just hope that I counted properly. I mean, we've made all of this up as we go along, so the chances of me counting properly are not high, but they're also not 0. Literally, look, I counted properly. I'm finishing off with 1 double crochet at the end of the row. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we've got a shorter row here. So these corners are going to be where the basket hangs from on the wall, right? Like from there to there. So should I make any more? I think no. I think having the thing hang like that will be a good thing. But keeping it straight feels like it will be difficult. So it doesn't just hang. You kiss. I don't want to kiss. I'm working right now. I'm busy. Okay, if I do that, here. It's been quite a while since Whack-A-Turd. Yeah, we haven't had any troll people coming in a long time. It's, I mean, great. I'm glad that we're not attractive to trolls here. Okay. So there's fruit hanging in the basket. How many oranges could go in there before they all are falling out? And if that's true, would hanging it from these 2 corners be better? Maybe the answer to that is yes. Look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? And then I'll just put a drawstring here to hold it together. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so for that, I think this is gonna be a good way to make it work. Okay, so for the drawstring, I'm gonna do that by doing, how am I going to do that? I'm gonna do double crochet, so chain 2. How many do I have in the row now? That's a good question that I need to answer. But I think first I'm going to single crochet across actually, so it'll be a chain 1, just so I can count my stitches without adding too much bulk to the length. Chain 1 and turn, and then I'm going to single crochet 1 time in each double crochet across, and that way I can count my stitches. So that was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Would you look at that, 20 stitches. Okay, so if we have 20 stitches, there's actually 21, which is fine. I can make that work. 21 stitches, and we want 1 stitch on either side, so that's 20, 19. Okay, so we have 19 stitches. You know what, I'm just gonna do my lines, drawing them out, because it'll make it easier for me to do the eyelets if I can look at what I'm imagining. And that's not the right book. This is the right book. You guys can come. I'll invite you to watch. Not at oranges, at my book, silly. Okay. Okay, so I have 21 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 stitches. So we know the first stitch is taken up. We don't want an eyelet hole in the first stitch. So that's where we start. So that'll be a double crochet there and a double crochet there. Now, we need to create holes, but we need them to be evenly spaced apart. So this is where I could do math in my head, but it's fun to look at it like this. So if we do a double crochet here, then we want to have an opening here. So we'll do it on both sides because we want it even. So that'll take up these 2 stitches, the opening. Then we need to do double crochets to have the opening get closed, basically. So that would be at least these 2, but I think we should do 2 in between. And then we can do 2, 2, right? Hold on. And then 2 in between, 2 in between. There's 3. That's a little bit of a problem. Is it really, though? Is it really a problem? No, it's not really a problem. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. So, the way I'm going to do that is, I think, I'm going to start with a chain 2, 1, 2. Then I'm going to double crochet into the first single crochet. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm teaching it like it's a tutorial, but here we are. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, double crochet in the next 2, 1 and 2. I feel like this could be a half double crochet, and that would probably do better than a double crochet for this job, because I want this part to be like thick and dense. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so half double crochet in the first one, half double crochet in the second one, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, half double crochet in the next one. Nope, not double, Laura. Half double crochet in the next one, half double crochet in the next one. That way it won't be too tall and it'll have a little bit more density, a little less leggy. Okay, and then chain 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, half double crochet. Beautiful. I think we are going to be at a location after this that is going to be pretty obvious that it's working. I think we're almost at a point where I feel confident that it's going to work. Okay, so 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. How do I have not enough by 1? That seems odd. Okay, so there. Now we've got eyelets for a drawstring. Beautiful. Next, I want to do a single crochet round all the way around. And I could start right here, but I think I want to start across the top. Okay? So I'm going to go across the top of the eyelets, 1 single crochet in each stitch across. 1 single crochet in each stitch across a crotch. What am I talking about? You didn't chain 1, did you? Yeah, you did. Okay. So, single crochet. And in the chain 2 spaces, I'm just going to do 2 single crochets in those spaces. 1, oh, excuse me, 1 and 2. And then hopefully it'll be pretty obvious those eyelets. I feel like sometimes when I do projects that have eyelets, the eyelets are so small. 1, 2. That you can't really see them. So this might be a good spot to put a highly contrasting yarn for the drawstring. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. 1 and 2, and then there should be 2 left here. 1 and 2. All right, so there's our eyelet holes. Now they're super visible, beautiful, lovely, love them. Now, which side is the front and which side is the back? I think this will be our front. So if that's the case, then I want to crochet around the outside here. So I'm gonna do that by just putting single crochets one time in each stitch around, and that'll create a little bit more of a tension. When I'm at the double crochets, I think I'll put 2 double crochets in each stitch, each chain 2 space rather, and I think that should get us where we want to go. You'll have to let me know after I finish this round if it's looking good or if it looks dumb. Well, if it looks dumb, don't tell me, because I bet it won't look dumb. I hope it won't look dumb. I do not think this is something I would use, but I am willing to try. I don't think Alex will notice fruit if it's hung up. It has to be in the same spot that it always is all the time forever, and never can it change. That's the tism for ya. Nope, single crochet. Hello, hey there little Pearl. What am I making? I'm making a hammock for fruit. A fruit hammock, like a fruit basket, but it hangs from a nail or a peg or something. I honestly, not super functional in my opinion, but I'm not you guys, and if you'll use a fruit hammock and you will love it, then I am happy to figure out how to make it and then show you. I just cannot see this functioning in my world. Maybe to hold not fruit, you know? Like maybe to hold what sits by like the back door, like maybe garlic. I could put my garlic in it. I'm trying to think of something that would hang. Sweet. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll be sweet. I think it will. Okay, made it to the end of this row. Hello.
Oh.
Are you done meeting?
Why? Yeah.
Can you text Jules?
What?
Just what's up? Where are you at? What's the plan? Because I can't check my phone right now because my phone's being used.
I need to do something first.
Okay. Shoot, I got distracted and started doing double crochets. I like your hair, thank you. I got distracted and went back to my double crochets. Single, Laura, single. We're staying single crochet for this row. We're gonna do a slip stitch row after this, which is one of my faves, and then we will figure out how to hang this. That'll be a problem for another time. No, it won't. We will figure it out. Hopefully. Right? Yeah, that's good. It's good. I've got it. I've figured it's fine. I know it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be like, wow, totally. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slip stitch round after this because I like the edges of all of my projects to be unnecessarily thick. So that's what I'll do. You don't have to do that when you make one at all. You don't have to make one, actually. Now that I think about it, you're completely off the hook. Okay, so I've made it to the end of the round. I'm back to my beginning of my round. Looks gorgeous. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to check my little sister's location. so that I can, why are you not here? Here we go. Just woke up from a nap. We're going to head out in 5 minutes. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Perfect. Love that. That gives me so much time for activities. Okay, then I'll join my round with a slip stitch up at the top, and then I will continue to slip stitch all the way around this entire project, one time in each of the single crochets. Hopefully I have enough yarn to finish this part and still do some kind of hanging mechanism. Actually, maybe in this row I should figure out the hanging mechanism. That might be a good idea. I know this front area doesn't need anything though, because we don't hang it by this side. This will be our little drawstring, not a big drawstring, just enough drawstring to hold in some fruits. Could be a really cute project, honestly. Just not for me. Okay, so we think our hanger will go here. Yes, here and here. So if that's the case, how are we gonna do that? We're gonna put it here and here. Sure, we love that for us. How are we gonna connect her? Is she all gonna be one long piece? Or are we gonna do it like a crocheted band? I don't know. How should we hang this up? I feel like all I get is grim stuff through YouTube posts. That sucks. I don't know. I feel like I should attach it where this single crochet row is, sure. But I don't know what to hang it by. Like, do we put 2 hangers on it or just the one? I need to figure it out by the time I get there. And you can't hide them. Like, why? Yeah, I don't love that. I would like to be able to just like eliminate certain stuff from my social media. Like, I just don't want to see anything about that at all. Can you just leave that out from me? I don't want any graphic content. You can give me news, but don't give me like pictures of the things that are horrible in the world. I do not wish for that. Okay, so I've made it here, and now my plan is, what is my plan? I think my plan here is going to be slip stitch to this point. Do you have a keychain circle? And you could put a, oh, that's true, one of those hanging things. Okay, so at this point though, I need it to have a lot of room. So I'm going to double crochet 2 together through this. 2 together through this little piece. Then I'm going to do a really tight chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. I have an idea. Don't worry. This is a great idea. It might not be a great idea, but I think it is. 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm counting. The counting doesn't matter either. I've done these hanging baskets with the loop to hang. Okay. Well, this is my brilliant plan. I'm going to make a tie that is too long on one side and then a loop on the other side, and then you can dictate what length you want your basket to hang at. Maybe some people want a really long macrame looking basket. This is going to make that entirely possible, I think. Hopefully that's the plan. So I'm going to do a slip stitch row on this chain. It's gonna work out. I can already see it. I can see it now. Yeah, I'd like to tell YouTube to never show text posts on the home or sub feed at all. It makes it feel like Facebook, and it's not a vibe. Agreed, not the vibe. Okay, so if that's our hanger, at its loosest, we need it longer. gonna be a bit much. I might run out of yarn. I actually am playing yarn chicken now in a way that I really didn't want to, but it's gonna be worth it, I think. Hopefully, please be worth it.
Okay, sorry, what did you want?
Nothing, Julia messaged me, so it's fine. I just wanted you to text her to let her know that I'm ready whenever she's ready, but she's not ready, so it doesn't matter.
She come and get you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I thought she was like coming over, but it looks,
Wow.
yeah, but it looks like she's just gonna come get me because it's noon. She's not here yet. Okay, so now this part is the devil, and I'm just going to slip stitch down this chain back to the work.
Any freezing on the computer? Oh.
A little bit, yeah, where the mouse wasn't working.
Yeah? Is it because the mouse wasn't working? Computer wasn't working?
The computer, it was like glitch. It wasn't the mouse.
Okay.
It isn't usually.
Next time if you glitch, if you remember, try pressing this to bring up the search bar. That way you can tell if it's the mouse,
Okay.
the keyboard, or the computer. If you remember, that's okay though.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
This project is making me think I'll dig out my hanging hamper and work on it again today. That's a good idea, I think. Yeah, I definitely am gonna run out of yarn. That sucks. Hopefully I'll get almost to the other end before I run out, but it's gonna be a tight final round, that's for sure. Okay, so by doing this slip stitch, I'm just making it a thicker cord, which is great, because this is gonna hold the whole weight of the basket, which is just super. I think I might, instead of doing double crochet 2 together at the beginning of this before the chain, I think I might just do single crochet, then the chain, slip stitch down, and then single crochet in the next stitch to create the strength that we want. If I can finish this today, I can give it to Julia, because I don't need it. Did just get hungry. I have to go to the dollar store, I have to go to the dollar store, I have to go to the dollar store. This is me remembering for myself. And to the post office. Dollar store, post office. Oh my god, this is a long chain. I hate doing long chains. I have nothing to say until I get to the end of this chain. Hey, by the way, if you've been in today and you did not click the thumbs up button yet, please do. It's very helpful. Would greatly appreciate it. Let's hit 100,000 subscribers like this month. I was wrong about when it would happen, but let's do it this month. We can do it this month, I think. Which is not still. So please join, because in the month of March, we're going to hit 100,000 subscribers, which is like kind of a lot of people, honestly. So you should join before you can say you knew me when. And then you can say that for lots more years, because it still won't, you know what I'm saying. Just you know what I'm saying. Just be supportive. Subscribe, like the video, you know. Oh my lord, this is taking me so long. Okay, I've made it to the end almost of my long chain, which is going to end up being what we hang the bag by. And then in the next time I do the project, this will just be a single crochet to prevent any drama and to make that nice and strong. And then slip stitch around in every single crochet. Please make it all the way around. I know you can do it. I know you have it in you. We'll work together. Just look at me. It's gonna be okay. I'm the oldest OG of the Last Minute Laura crew. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Candace? We've been through a lot on this channel. We actually haven't been through a lot. We've been through a long time. But like, this is a crochet tutorial channel, so like scandal, we don't really have to deal with that ever, which is nice, but also like, we haven't had to deal with a lot. We just get to enjoy ourselves and make friends and chat and make things together and share knowledge and just support each other, which is so nice. Okay, actually, I do think I'm gonna be just fine. I think I'm gonna have just enough yarn to finish. I love when that happens. Okay, and then you guys will be able to tell me if it looks good or if it looks stupid, and if it's gonna make sense and work or if it's not. You guys will have to be the judge for me, because I'm just gonna do my best to get it done. Okay, so I've made it to the other side, and this time I'm not going to do the double crochet two together. Instead, I'm going to single crochet, single crochet, chain, what, maybe 10? 1, 2, and I'm doing really tight chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then back to the other side. I'm gonna single crochet that back to the work, and then I will finish by slip stitching down this front row. And I think, did we already slip stitch there? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we have two options. One, we can double our slip stitch on this last straight across row, which could be nice. It would add like another layer of thickness. I don't think so though. Might not be too, it might be too much, I mean. Okay, so there. Now that part's done. I'll do my last slip stitch here, and then I can pull it through. Okay, so that's done. Now, this is how I figured it would work. Ready? So, this will be the front of it. This hanging piece will go through this loop, and then you get to tie it to whatever height you want. Maybe you want your fruit basket really short for whatever reason. You're your own boss here, okay? So there's the hanging basket, and now let me just make a quick drawstring from these two yarns working together in unity, because I want the drawstring to be thick, but I also don't want to do a slip stitch row, so I'm just using two strands of yarn, and I'm going to do a nice chain that is long enough to work as a drawstring. We do have the option of using like any other item as a drawstring, like a ribbon or piece of twine or whatever, but I think that this is going to work just perfectly. Plus, I only have a small amount of both of these yarns, and I would love to get rid of them to use up as much as I can. Click the thumbs up button, click the thumbs up button, click the thumbs up button. Thank you. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thank you. Oh, something in my eyeball. Gorge. Ugh. My hook is small and the yarn is tight on it because it's two strands, and it's making me feel like I'm having a hard time. Giving me like a blister. Not literally, but like it would if I had to do this for a really long time. I want the drawstring to be long enough to like tie a bow, because bows are pretty and I like them. So I think I'll just use the remainder of this dark yarn because there's not very much. That should be enough for a drawstring. I'm moving to Saskatchewan. That's a line in the song that's replaying just over and over and over and over and over and over in my head. And I don't mind because I think it's a great song and I'm obsessed with it right now. It's called The Subway by Chapel Roan. If you haven't heard it and you need something to like scratch your brain in such a good way. It scratches, like, I don't know if you're a theater person or if you're, I don't even know. It's amazing. It scratches my brain so good. And I don't think it's just me. Okay. Sorry, hit the mic there. Drawstring complete. Now we can weave it in. Okay, if it comes out on this side, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, not my best drawstring work, honestly. If we could be, if you are, so it won't work at all. Ah, I know a way I can make it work. No problem. Just has to go the opposite way, that's all. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a drawstring. All right, so now we have our little drawstring, which doesn't honestly draw it very tightly closed, but that's none of my business, is it? It's not my house this is going to be living in. Okay, put you in here, tuck away some of those ends for the vibes, and then we can put the oranges in so that you can see how they might hang if this was on your wall. You tie it to your desired height, desired length. Then you have this lovely, beautiful Jesus, Murphy, that scared the daylights out of me. All right, then you have this gorgeous basket of fruit. And then, oh, I would like to access more of my fruit. Well, don't you worry there, darling. I got what you need right here. I got all these other fruits that you can now access because the drawstring is open. I don't know that the drawstring is really doing anything now that I'm testing it, but it's still a good bag. It's kind of a cute market bag, actually. I mean, I'm not wrong, right? She's cute. Okay, let me think for a sec here. How I can get this drawstring to sit nicely. I don't think there is really a way. I don't think I made the number of eyelets correct. Don't forget to check the inspo one. Okay, I will. Just gonna link up this first. How come you can't? Couldn't you just do it anyway? Come on. Let's just imagine we have the right number of eyelets for my preferred amount of drawstring, which would be like this much. I think I need to do it a little bit more. So there. That would actually make such a cute market bag, don't you think? I'm here. Oh, okay. Bye, everybody. See you later. My sister's here. Love you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. See you next time. See you on Monday. Have a good rest of your week. See you on Monday. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Okay. Love you. Bye. Thanks for being here.